Hello, it's Adam Drummond here from WaggaWagga.tv. It's the online TV show all about Wagga Wagga, people, places and property. And I'm excited because we haven't had this for many, many years in Wagga Wagga. We're talking about New Year's Eve with fireworks, and I'm joined by some of the people involved in Wagga Wagga Live. Belinda King, who's organising the event, Jamie Way, I believe the MC, and a couple of the entertainers. I've got Dale, Allison and Geoff Simpson. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thanks for having us.
We have not had a proper New Year's Eve for many years. We go right back to when it was outside Romano's, I think was the last time I remember revelling in the streets. What can we expect, Belinda, this year? It's for families, for adults. What's on show? It's
a great community event, Adam. We're very lucky to have this amazing lineup of gentlemen joining us. We've got stuff for the kids, stuff for the families, stuff for older people, you name it, we've got it. And I guess the big thing I should mention are the 2 fireworks displays.
Now we've got fireworks happening at 2 times. One's for the kids before they get shuttled off to bed. What time are they taking place?
9:15, and that goes for 6 minutes. So a great display for the kids and families. And then we've got the big finale at midnight, and those fireworks will go for 10 minutes.
Awesome. And MC of the night, Jamie Way.
It's me.
What a gig.
Oh yeah, and I'll be singing with the Groove Factory as well.
Oh, awesome. So that's how you guys are involved. Geoff, how did you get involved in the New Year's Eve?
Well, the Groove Factory's been going for a couple of years now, which Dale and I formed, and we kind of thought that we love the same kind of music, and so we put that band together and we just do what we love, and in essence it's rubbing off, and so we've got a gig New Year's Eve, so that's how it sort of came about.
And Dale, for the guys that don't know what Groove Factory music is, what sort of music is it?
Oh, there's no limits, Adam. There's no limits on what sort of music we can do, and in the context of our normal shows, and we have a once a month jam session where we have guests come up and sing. In the course of that, we've covered quite a few different styles of music because we have such an array of great singers in Wagga. Awesome. We're very lucky that we're not shortage of there's no shortage of people to come along and sing with Groove Factory, and each one of those individuals has a particular style or there's things that they like to do, and we like to challenge them a little bit too, so we give those people songs that they might not normally do, and so we create something there, stretch them a little bit on their thing. And Jamie's been our guest many times with Groove Factory, and Jamie's a great all-rounder. So he's a crooner, he's an opera singer, he's a rock and roll singer.
Is he going to bring out the prayer?
He could have been in the Andrews Sisters.
Everyone's favourite.
I could have been in the Andrews Sisters.
Any sisters, actually. Yeah, I've seen you in a skirt. But are you going to bring out the prayer on the night? Because that's everyone's favourite. Is there going to be a spot where you can do that or not?
No. It's going to have made an appearance at the town Christmas carols by then. So we'll put it to bed for the year there. No, we're trying to keep a bit more upbeat. For the Groove Factory.
So a little bit of jazz, rock and roll.
Yeah. That's right. On New Year's Eve at this particular event, and the McDonalds Live New Year's Eve event, we will have 10 featured singers.
Yes.
And a 6 or 7 piece band. So there's really no limit. When you've got that, there's no limit of style of music, but we are going to have something for everyone.
Great.
In the context of the show, because it's a very family orientated show. We expect to have kids there right through to grannies and the whole family.
So what other entertainment is there for the kids, Belinda?
We've got heaps, Adam.
Jumping castle, that's all my kids will care about. Is there a jumping castle?
There is, there's 2.
Yes. There you go.
For the young and young at heart.
Yeah.
We've got amusement rides, which is great, but we've also got the old Kentucky animal farm, so kids can come and play and pat. Yep. We've got Fairies Are Us doing their face painting, so again, for the young at heart. And then we've got some balloons there so people can purchase those. We've got glow sticks for purchase, and then we've also got some great kids entertainment. So Matt Olson and Meredith Adams will be putting on a specially formed kids show, I believe.
Cool. That's right. They've written a show, Matt and Meredith have written a show especially for this New Year's Eve.
It's like a pantomime or something, is it? Or?
Yeah, that's right. And it sort of focuses on the natural environment of the lagoon.
Right, nice.
Right beside the amphitheatre is right beside the lagoon, so it covers a lot of areas there. And Leah Ellis will be on that show as well. So it's a great little kids show. And just prior to that, we'll have the Southern Cross Performing Arts dance group. They will be doing a little set at 6 o'clock.
And this is at the amphitheatre?
At the amphitheatre. This is all encompassing the kids show, and which is aimed at primary school kids, I think.
Okay.
We can go a little bit younger because they like to sing songs. And then Leah and a little group there after the Matt and Meredith show will be singing songs that relate to kids and get them involved. So we might have a bit of involvement from the actual kids as well.
Awesome. Sounds vibrant.
It'd be fun, yeah. And then you've got all the rides and you've got some food and drink, and it's a complete little thing for New Year's Eve for kids.
Let's talk about food and drink. Should people eat before they come?
Well, seeing it starts at 6, they can, but what we'd also...
What have you got on store?
We've got about 15 food stalls. So there is food stalls, but keeping in mind, if the crowds are really large, we may run out. There may not be enough. So people are encouraged to bring a picnic as well. That's very welcome. Feel free to bring a bottle of wine or a couple of beers.
So people...
No, it's not licensed.
Not
licensed? But we're not selling alcohol, but you are able to BYO in moderation. And I just remind people that it is a family-friendly event. But feel free to bring a couple of drinks and bring in the new year.
Awesome. And then, of course, the big fireworks display is going to be at midnight.
Yes.
And that's when everyone will just start kissing and bringing in 2014. Am I right? We're still on. Fantastic. Yep. I just want to know, out of interest, because this is the first New Year's Eve we've had for ages. Dale, what have you been doing the last decade for New Year's Eve, mate?
Adam, New Year's Eve has been many and varied for me over the... it's good that this event, I think, will bring back something to aim at, something big.
Yeah.
For I've had a lot of big New Year's Eves before where you had, we'd play and there'd be 1,200 people there and you'd shake up the champagne bottle and cover everyone in a, that idea, like we just won a Grand Prix.
We can do that.
We can do that again,
exactly.
But New Year's Eve is sort of changed a little bit, I think, over the last 10 years, if you said that.
Yeah, in Wagga.
And yeah, it's got a little bit smaller, and people are more isolated because they stay at home and have their own parties, have a thing like that. Hasn't been anything that everyone can sort of chip in, go to together. So you go to this year, you can bring your neighbours, friends, family, everything, and all enjoy it together.
Exactly.
So there hasn't been anything like that. So it gets a little bit isolated over the last few years, I feel, where people have sort of gone into their own home and made smaller parties. Well, this is one giant party for the whole of community of Wagga, and it'd be really good to get everyone behind it, because I think this is something that in the next 10 years that could grow to be something very big.
Bigger and bigger, like it used to be in the old days, in the 50s and 60s, when there was parades.
The Romano's street party.
But even if you go back to the early days, they used to march up the main street with the pipe band, the Wagga pipe band, and the town band, the concert band, would march up, playing all together, and have a great big march up the main street to get to the gardens and then have a thing. That was in the 50s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it is a community event. It's being sponsored by a lot of community businesses, and Wagga City Council are behind it, of course. Who else, Belinda? Who should we be thanking for bringing this to us?
First of all, we should be thanking Committee for Wagga, because they're the organisation that put their hand up to say we'd organise this. So obviously they've been strongly supported by Wagga City Council. We really need to thank our naming rights sponsor, McDonald's. Louita and Tony have been fantastic, and they're really into community events, so we're very appreciative to them and their family.
Yep.
Our other big naming rights sponsor we should definitely thank is Shoreway, the National Tiles, Brunsley Park, and a host of other organisations that, if we didn't have them on board, this event wouldn't get off the ground. It's not cheap. So the other one I should mention too is Wagga Motors.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So a lot of businesses behind it and bringing it to us. What's the date again? I'm only joking. It's New Year's Eve.
Tuesday.
2013 and straddling 2014. So if you've got the family, bring them down about 6 o'clock to the amphitheatre, and they're going to have their fireworks display at 9:15, and then just trot them off to bed. And everyone else can keep on revelling until midnight. We'll kiss each other and get, welcome 2014.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, and then you move over to the Victory Memorial Gardens where the other show is.
That's where the music's happening.
That's where the music starts
Memorial Gardens.
Yeah, that's right. The music starts there. And like I said, we've got 10 featured singers, some of the best singers in the whole of Wagga.
I can't wait. I'm excited. You excited or are you nervous?
I'm super excited.
You are excited. I can see it. You're saying sweat. Geoff, Dale, Jamie, Belinda, thanks for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank
we look forward to one of the most spectacular nights on the Wagga Wagga calendar. This is Adam Drummond from WaggaWagga.tv. It's the online TV show about people, places and property, brought to you proudly by Livestream Australia and Wagga Wagga Web. See you next time.